Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Bad Mother, a chronicle of maternal crimes, minor calamities, and occasional moments of grace, by Ayelet Waldman, narrated by Mia Barron, and directed by Jane Kramer. This book is copyrighted 2009 by Ayelet Waldman. This recording is copyrighted 2009 by Recorded Books. In our Mother's Day, there were good mothers, neglectful mothers, and occasionally great mothers. Today, we have only bad mothers. If you work, you're neglectful. If you stay home, you're smothering. If you discipline, you're buying them a spot on the shrink's couch. If you let them run wild, they will be into drugs by 7th grade. If you buy organic, you're spending their college fund. If you don't, you're risking all sorts of allergies and illnesses. Is it any wonder so many women refer to themselves at one time or another as a bad mother? Ayelet Waldman says it's time for women to get over it and get on with it. And now, Bad Mother.
Introduction, or Life in 18 Pieces. The morning after my wedding, my husband, Michael, and I were lying on a vast expanse of white linen in the bridal suite of Berkeley's oldest hotel, engaging in a romantic tradition of newlyweds the world over, counting our loot. Sifting through the checks, I said, "What's with the multiples of 18? $54, $90. Wow, here's one for $180. "Life," my new husband said. "Life? You know, chai. Didn't your grandmothers always give you checks in multiples of 18 for your birthday?" One of my grandmothers, I recalled, always sent a crisp $5 bill tucked into a birthday card. The other had presented me for most of the previous 27 years with one of a series of Jewish-themed necklaces that, after the 13th or so, would go right into my underwear drawer, never to emerge again. He explained, "It's gematria, the ancient Jewish system of numerical symbolism. Each Hebrew letter has a number value. You spell the Hebrew word for life, chai, with the letter, chet, which equals 8, and the letter yud, which equals 10. Chet, yud, 8, and 10. 18 stands for life." Among the constellation of stars of David twinkling in my underwear drawer lay tangled a number of gold and silver chais, necklaces bearing that two-letter word. One, with letters close to 2 inches high, had adorned the yoke of my forest green acrylic cowl-necked sweater in my 8th grade yearbook picture. The silver was the precise shade of my braces. While I'd always known that chai, life, was a symbol of good luck, I had never been taught the significance of the number 18. Since that morning 15 years ago, I have received more checks in multiples of 18, as have my children on the occasions of their births and birthdays. Symbolic representations of life and luck, even if luck is understood to mean readily transferable into Spider-Man Legos, Polly Pockets, and handfuls of candy. Once you have children, 18 becomes a number with a certain magical weight. 18 is the age of majority. It's the age when they can vote, although not drink. When they graduate from high school and go off to college. 18-year-olds are legally adults. I remember reminding my own mother when I was that age. You can't tell them what to do. And after your children turn 18, you are no longer responsible for them in the eyes of the law. Except, of course, the law of the land is irrelevant. It's the law of your heart that matters. The law might think differently, but your children are yours forever. Your responsibility until, at last, you are theirs. This book is about the perils and joys of trying to be a decent mother in a world intent on making you feel like a bad one. Because it is about me and my experience of motherhood, it is necessarily about the luckiest things that have ever happened to me, my 4 children, and my husband, and thus it seems only fitting that I tell the story.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.